Arknights.
Welcome home, Doctor.
We have to use code names here? That's obnoxious.
It is time to make the noise to summon the stream. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coil Quickcard, and welcome back to Arknights. It's been a bit since I last played this on my channel. You also should notice, it's a bit obvious, I set up a little PNG tuber thing, so, you know, just in case I don't want to run my my webcam for the full VTuber model, I do have this available. Hello, Fikri. Pleasure to see you. I am from the Midwestern United States. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. Actually, let's go to a different screen because Amia's going to start talking otherwise. So I believe it was May of last year that I finally decided to jump down into the rabbit hole of Arknights. Yeah, my first video was May 8th, 2024. That was the very first time I ever, why are you always shutting up our buddy daughter? Hello, Aerith. You know, that's fair. Her voice is quieter for you than it is for me. We might as well let her talk. So, yeah, May 8th last year, that was the very first time I played Arknights. And, well, I have basically kept up playing daily ever since. And, quite a lot has come of that. Mountain was my very first 6-star. And, well, I have certainly collected a few others in the time since. I've had a tremendous amount of fun with this game, and I'm definitely going to be continuing with that as well. But, a fellow Crown Slayer enjoyer. Well, the only other quick deploy I had ever bothered building up was Project Red. And she's great, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with her at all. But Crown Slayer gave me another option for the same type of thing. So, you know, some of the operators I actually build up because I hear or people tell me that they're worth it. Others have been purely my own impulses. Hummus is a good example of one that was basically built because, well, honestly, for really no other reason than I have a great affinity for the operators that cannot be healed. Because my number one medic is Perfumer, who heals them anyway. And the most recent one that I've gotten built up is Kaltzit. I finally managed to get myself a Kaltzit, which is very nice. Fast Redeploy is the first archetype to get a 4th 6-star operator. Fascinating. So, yeah, I only got Kaltzit like a couple weeks ago, so we're working on that. Off of the last banner, I was able to get Vulpes, which is good. Yeah, I mean, I try to stay on top of it. I try to make sure I do all of my rolls. Try to make sure I knock out all of my stuff. Let's actually start out today's episode by doing a few rolls. I can still get a little bit more or rundum for rolling. Hello there, Billy Bob Joe. Does that command actually do anything? Like, does YouTube respond to that? I don't actually know if that command does anything. I was rolling like a lunatic to try and get Kaltzit. I always wanted a Kaltzit. Mainly because I used a Kaltzit once, and it was just great. You are not too late at all. It's been less than 5 minutes since I actually started. And in fact, you are just in time for a few rolls. It's
Welcome
popping
home,
pretty
Doctor.
good, actually. Are there any headhunting permits I'm able to get at this point? Nope. Alright. So, yeah, let's start out today with some proper rolls. I've still got this banner with a guarantee. And I still have never gotten a Kyobei either. I am purely free to play, Endor. I have never spent a single cent on this. I also recently started playing Madoka Magica Magia Etc. because Madoka Magica is a anime series I'm particularly fond of, and I have catapulted to the upper echelons of that one. I'm also completely free to play there. I'm eagerly awaiting the day that I can actually do some streams for Magia Etc. as well. Anyway, let's start doing our rolls. When I get my 5-star on this one, we'll keep rolling over here, and who knows, maybe I'll get lucky enough to get a Kyobei. I doubt it, but it's always a possibility. So, it is time to ask that real important question. You know it, you love it. Who did Human Resources stuff into the duffel bag today? It was...
Hi.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I might be
Cru-
inexperienced, but I'll do the best I can.
Cruz has always struck me as the sort of person who would just crawl into these duffel bags on her own. Alright, let's do some more rolls. Who did Human Resources stuff into a duffel bag today? You better not be Gravel. I am sick of her sexually assaulting me.
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
Okay, very
I'm
nice.
the perfumer. Interesting job, right? Oh, have you heard the word before?
As a matter of fact, I have heard of perfumers. I play Elden Ring. They don't seem like the nicest people. Kaltzit to date is the easiest true damage option. That's exactly why I wanted her and why I wanted to build her up so goddamn hard. And especially since I back her up with Perfumer, Monster has a completely different source of healing support. Alright, let's keep going. Who did Human Resources stuff into this duffel bag?
Hello. I've
Ah,
never
of
been
course,
to a
it's a
big
cardigan.
facility before. I'm so excited. Mary of the Cardigan here. Are you the doctor?
That's what they keep calling me, although, to be fair, no one's ever really bothered trying to take care of that whole I have amnesia thing, so mostly all I know is that people call me the doctor. Oh, another 4. Perfumer is broken. Alright, this one's a little bit sus, but I think we can roll with it. And, screw it. I've got a little bit extra I can afford to spend. Who did Human Resources stuff into the duffel bags today?
My name's Gummy. You must be the
Okay.
doctor. Thank
We
you
got
everyone
Gummy.
from Rose Island for helping us. I thought
Very nice. And I think I can afford... How many am I sitting on? Yeah, I can afford 2 more standard rolls. So maybe we'll get lucky and get our 5-star. Whoosh! You're not a 5-star.
I'm Melantha.
You're a Melantha.
From now on, my blade is yours.
A pleasure to meet you. For like the 100th time. And one last... Actually, I might be able to afford one extra. Let's find out. It's the 4. Your savings are so cooked. I don't keep savings. Okay, Matoi Maru. Very nice. Can I afford another? Huh. Guess so. Nope. Alright, well, we didn't get 5-star there. But, well, I do have 38 vouchers on me. So, let's burn through them. We're keeping out for anything that's guaranteed to get a 4 or a 5-star. Burn my rerolls. There's a specialist. And we've got 21 expedited vouchers.
Show me your
So let's burn through all of them.
Happiness is at...
I do have a list right in front of me of what I think are all the possible tags that result in 4-star or better operators, so
I am Ansel, a medical
hopefully
intern.
I do not overlook
be assisting
one.
with
If you do see
surgery
one that I
and
miss,
internal medicine,
please feel free to
among
yell
other-
at me. It's very important that you yell at me. God damn it, Gravel!
What's wrong? Your face is beet red.
Every single
That's just
goddamn time you harass me. I am sick of it. Can I please fire her? Like, can I just make her leave? Her behavior is completely inappropriate for this operation. I don't think 4-star appear on Untagged Recruit. I think I have seen them before, but... mostly it's just about burning through these until...
The name's Rope. Nice to meet you.
until we get better
Here's
tags.
your ID card.
Do.
Hi.
Besides, it gives me more certificates. Maybe I can do something fun with my
My name is
certificates.
Plume, formerly of the Pontifica Cohors Lateran.
Okay, I actually haven't pulled a
Wins
plume
as
in
I
a
did.
long while.
Master Steward reporting in.
We got a cat boy, though. That's important. Nobody expects the gravel harassment. Everybody expects the gravel harassment. She is consistently inappropriate. Nope, none of those. Nope, not that. Slow, no. Medic, no. Defense, not with any of those. More pulls. Boom.
I am Ansel, a medical intern. I'll be assisting with surgery and internal medicine.
Look at my stash of
and other
940
things.
rolls. Distribute
I
half and
look
half
forward
in
to
roll
working with you.
currencies in primes.
Where?
I actually think I get more appreciation out of gotchas when I actually don't spend money on them.
I'm Lava, a caster.
It means that I have
Here
to
join
take
you
extra
simply
steps
because
in
I'm
order to
bored and want something
optimize
to
my
do.
time and my
But I heard my sworn
resources.
nemesis is here.
That's a lot of saved rolls. I look forward to the day where I have so much stuff that it's not worth to me to roll. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nope. We are burning through these, and we are not seeing anything particularly exciting
I'm
yet.
Lava, a caster. Here to join you simply because I'm bored and want something to do. But I heard my...
Uh-huh.
Lancer Fang, Captain of Reserve Op Team A1. My team and I will do our
Yeah,
best to serve.
pleasure.
I'm Melantha.
More Melanthas.
From now on.
And an Orchid.
Orchid, reporting in.
Hello, Orchid. You used to be very central to many of my stratagems. Survival... none of those. Not those. Not those. I am almost out of all my expedited vouchers. That is genuinely surprising.
A medical intern. I'll be assisting with surgery and internal medicine.
I'm Lava, a caster.
Hello, Lava.
Here to join you simply because I'm bored and want something to do. But I heard my...
Yeah. I know. You've got issues, girl. Well, you know what? Every single person at Rhodes Island has issues.
Looking forward to learning.
Rhodes Island is where you go if you have a bunch of trauma and you want to hang out with a bunch of other people who also have trauma.
Lancer Fang, Captain of Reserve Op Team A1. My team and I will do our best.
Alright. Nope, not those. Not those. Not those. And not those. This was probably the worst batch of expedited vouchers I've ever gone through. That was actually terrible. Hello there, Imco. Welcome. You just missed me absolutely failing to pull anything even remotely interesting. And not even enough for more headhunting permits, unfortunately. That's alright. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Alright. So, next thing we are going to do... First off, it's time to buy some furniture. Who thinks I should buy what from the furniture? I've bought a lot of stuff. I prefer buying themes. Whoever puts out something first, I'm gonna buy that. Although I probably should get as many of my little furniture bits as I can if I'm gonna bother doing that. Building materials. Yes, please.
Products received.
Cool. Go ahead and keep doing it. Can I add you? Yeah, you're welcome to. Alright. I think there was a theme you have nearly completed, as it only costed about 1,000 screws to complete the set.
Welcome home, Doctor.
Which one? The tailor shop's only at 1,500 to complete. I mean, yeah, I've got a few options. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think is worth grabbing? That is the real question. Not that it makes any difference to me, but I like collecting things for no apparent reason. It's satisfying. Honestly, if I don't see a suggestion, I'd probably just get that. That looks very cozy. You know, I think it's a great idea to have indoor fireplaces on, you know, a large multi-level moving vehicle. That's probably fine. Whoop. Tailor Shop is the event set for the current event. Tailor Shop, you say? Hello, Whoppy. The afterglow thingy and the one to the right, you already have a bit of as well. Oh, yeah, I do have that one. Screw it. Why not? We can add some music. Music is good. Outfit review. This is very important. So let's take a look at our first one for today for Virtuosa. Ooh. Okay. I like what I am seeing here. We have a nice dress top, and then there's clearly something else that she's wearing over the top, a concealing and masking layer, which is nice. I love the design, sort of evocative of wings, accenting the top of the dress, and then moving into these little frills along the bottom. That is an absolutely gorgeous design. I like the little circlet. This is running much fewer accessories than you normally see on, like, an Arknights costume, which I like. I think way too many of them are way over-accessorized. The instrument itself is absolutely beautiful. There's no way this would make any kind of a pleasing sound, given this design and lack of, you know, good chambers for air, but aesthetically, that is such a unique design. I really love it. Honestly, I think this is a very good outfit. It's not nearly as busy as many of the others. I think it looks very nice. I am going to ask, though, that she go and cut her hair. Having hair this long is going to be a hazard within Rhodes Island, and quite frankly, even more so on the battlefield. This is just absurd. You've got to cut your hair. It's just good courtesy, okay? You can't be taking up the entire hallway with your hair. Not to mention, God only knows how long it takes you to clean all that. That is insane. All right, moving on. For Executor. Ooh. Alright. So here we've got more of those too many accessory type of things that we tend to get. My first thought is that my eye is drawn to the footwear. And I actually quite like the footwear. It's actually practical for when I have you on the battlefield, and that's something way too many operators don't have. I like that. That's good footwear. I do think you didn't lace this one properly, though. You've got a bit hanging out. I do think you should fix that before you go onto the battlefield. The pants are nice. The pants are actually tucked into the shoes themselves, which is not always the most good-looking fashion choice, but can be very practical for protective gear. I really do like that. Very nice. You've got a nice top. It's got the gentle gray colors to it, but it's also got this lovely bit of color that I think is just very lovely, very eye-catching. The nice bit of orange that runs through it. I truly do not get what's going on with this. What even is this? This isn't even like a cape. This is more like a coat. This is more like a really, really long coat. It's interesting. It's an interesting outfit. I'm really not so sure about those. That just seems a bit strange to me. But I really like this. This is actually practical. I like it when an outfit is practical. That's my favorite. Alright, let's move out. Texas, the Omertosa. Alright, Texas, what are you wearing today? Ooh. Oh my, Texas. That is a look right there. Okay. I love this top. I love the, like the gold etchings on it. I love the gold bits here at the front. Despite these additions to it, it's not particularly ostentatious, especially by Arknight standards. The blue and going into the cape is so damn cool. That is such a beautiful look. I don't know what's going on here with the belts, but then again, if I understood what was going on with the designs of characters' belts, I would be some kind of a omniscient being, because somewhere around 20 years ago, game designers just decided that belts needed to be everywhere and not serve any kind of practical functionality anymore. And we've lived in that world ever since. The cane is lovely. I don't know if I'd want to be going around with a cane that has spikes on it, even if it is just for decoration, even if it's just for aesthetics. If you slip the wrong way, this is going to hurt you, or it's going to hurt someone else if it falls. Really don't think we should have spikes on top of this cane. The shoes are interesting. They flare out at the tops. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But aside from that, they continue the kind of like gold etching flavor to them. They've got a nice shape. They look fairly practical. The mask is a nice touch. The hat is adorable. Love that hat. This is a lovely, lovely outfit. I really like that one. Okay, moving on. For Warmy. Oh. Okay, that's just adorable. Once again, we've actually got practical footwear, which is especially important since it seems that we're having to deal with snow. And yet, despite that, you apparently did not think it was necessary to wear, you know, pants? I mean, I can sort of relate to that. I'm kind of like a, you know, shorts and winter type person myself. But clearly you've gone through a significant effort to bundle up a lot of the rest of your body. Like, you've got more than one layer. You've got, you know, a decently thick looking coat underneath that. You've got a hat on your head. Although apparently you didn't think that the hat necessarily needed to cover your ears, and I can imagine that if you have bunny ears, that's where a lot of your body heat's going to be going out. So I'm not actually sure what you're accomplishing with this hat, but it's very cute. I love the little snack you've got. This is just so cute. But I will say my eye keeps being drawn back here, where we have like this, I guess this little cat girl who wants something, and that's cute too. This whole picture is just, this is just adorable. This is just a great little feel-good picture. I love it. Alright, moving on. We'll see. Moving on to Muley. Ooh. Okay. So here we've definitely moved away from the area of anything that's intended to be practical, and we're purely in the area of decorative outfit. We're strictly in the area of costume here with this one. So we're going to try to evaluate it from the position of a costume. The old skin, you probably reviewed this already. I have not done an outfit review in months. So it probably hasn't been here. We've got the bare feet. So I imagine that already makes some people happy. I am a big fan of these ankle decorations and then moving, you know, to the lower shin. This is such a cool design. Very, very fascinating. Hello, Suleiman. We are reviewing outfits. I love this accessory. This is actually really cool. My one question, how do these go on? Like, because they're definitely not going to fit over the heel if they're rigid. I would assume that they're either backless and they're just sort of clasping on like a bracelet, or maybe they do have a clasp on them, or maybe this is actually more of a fabric material and it's actually got some stretch and give to it. I do hope they're not particularly rigid, because if you moved your leg the wrong way, I feel like the pointy bits could actually hurt if there's some rigidity to these. As we move up and we take a look at the dress itself, we've got, you know, a nice alluring side cut to the dress. Most of the time, if you're seeing this from the front or the back, it would present itself very modestly. Of course, we happen to be looking at this from one of the few angles where we are really seeing a lot of skin exposure. There's nothing inherently wrong with that, but it's something worth mentioning. We have another kind of lacy or some kind of similar accessory on the wrists, which I do like. Again, it has spikes pointing backwards, so I do really hope that these are not rigid. I don't think your model looks good. I'd rather the pixelated version that is in the start screen. First try for everything. Everything needs to be adjusted. Certainly I could upscale them. This is my first time using this, and it's really for more of a tech demo purpose. The dress itself is actually quite simple. It has minimum extravagances on it. Looks like it goes up to just under the neckline. I think this is a very nice costume. How's the in-game look? Yeah, this is definitely another one of those times where I just don't think the in-game model really presents the art very well. I just think that there's too much that's lost between this expression and this one. That's a very, very pretty one. Interesting. Alright, moving on. Next one. Scotty, the Corrupting Heart. Oh boy. This one's going to take some evaluating, I guess. Okay, first off, the crown, the headdress, that is awesome. Secondly, intro schematics, yeah. Where would I click to see those? No idea. Once again, I'm going to be asking you to cut your hair if you're going to be on the battlefield. You know, also just if you're going to be running around Rhodes Island. I imagine there's a lot of people tracking a lot of, like, dirt and dust and grime everywhere, and frankly, your hair's long enough that it's going to be dragging on the floor, and I really don't think you want to have to deal with that. The gloves are amazing. Just the vibrancy of the red that's being used here is so intense. And we've got these very, very puffy cuffs, which I'm usually not a fan of, but I like how that looks. I think it actually works pretty well with the outfit. We've gone for the very slim chest. We've gone for the real hourglass here. Quite a lot of cleavage. That is a very, very deep cleavage there. Like, dear God, these things have to actually be providing very considerable lift support in order for us to have cleavage that's actually that visible that high up. I really like this little gem that we've got in the section just underneath the chest line. That's really pretty. The whole look of it is just so good. The accents on it, the silver, the gray, the purple. That is so good. Yeah, that's true, Suleiman. You're rating my outfit while I rate theirs. Nothing wrong with that. Turnabout is fair play. This is a absolutely beautiful outfit. I love this one. This is great. The staff is amazing. And moving down, yeah, ooh. Okay, we have like a separated flared base. That is a really cool effect. Footwear is definitely not practical. Honestly, this looks too delicate to me. Like, this looks like either these are going to be very rigid, very tough straps that are going to be putting pressure on the leg and the foot, or alternatively, they might just be flimsy and the whole thing could be prone to ripping or tearing. I am not a fan of the footwear on this one. I like everything about this one except for the footwear. Yeah, this is another one where I just don't think the actual stage model can hold a candle to the actual artwork. This is just so beautiful. All right, moving on. For Wildmane, what are you bringing to the table? All right, you are in a workshop. We've got some nice sneakers on. Interesting socks. We've got a pattern on them and then fringes. Fringes on your socks, fringes on your shoe, fringes on the line, on the hem of your outfit. That is an interesting way to place fringes. Very interesting indeed. Also, this sock is definitely higher than this one. Like, significantly so. I don't think I like adding fringes to the socks. I feel like that's just... I just don't think that that's really a good look. The shoes are okay. Then we've got kind of like a work apron, which is over like this black tank top. And there's, I assume, some kind of bottoms that are being worn underneath the, like, this work apron. I think this is also part of the work apron here. Very nice. I think this one's kind of fun. It shows a lot of positive energy. It's a nice, engaging look without being too overly accessorized. Without being too sexualized, without being too you know, titillating, and yet it still does a good job of showing off, you know, that femininity and that beauty. I like that. I think that's a good one. I also think the battle model for it captures the look of this one very, very well. Once again, however, you need to cut your hair. Ooh. Yeah, we've definitely looked at this one before. Oh, good old Mountain reading his book. Oh, he looks so fit and proper. Oh, God. Just imagine how big the strap on this watch is. I mean, Mountain is a big-ass guy. Very nice. Alright. I know we've seen that one before. Akafuyu, what are you up to? Okay. Very nice. Very kind of casual look. Yeah, that's actually something I will comment on here. I don't like the proportions of this art. I like everything about this art piece, but the proportions are wrong. The head is quite simply too small for this body on this art. Yeah. So Akafuyu's, she's got that nice casual look to her. Again, showing off as much leg as we possibly can without getting an R rating. Footwear is fine. It's about as practical as heels can get. We've got the garter underneath. So she does at least have, like, shorts on underneath the skirt, which is always something that I prefer. Even still, I really feel like we should be seeing some of the shorts line, like, right in this area, and we're just not. Then again, these designs are typically so asymmetrical, God only knows if the shorts actually go over there. The top is nice. We've got the tie over the white top, the green skirt, nice little jacket over the top, kind of resembling something more along the lines of a uniform for, like, an academy or military. It looks very nice. It's very dignified, fairly reserved. I like this one. Let's move on. Oh, nope, no. Nope, get back here, Elysium. Oh boy. Alright, let's try to actually parse this for a minute. Okay, most of this art is not the outfit. As far as the actual outfit goes, we have no shirt on. No, there's clearly some kind of... It's not just a drape over him. Like, there's actually, like, buttons or something here. He's got some kind of... I almost want to say, like, a vest? Like a vest with a runner on it? Very strange design. He's got a wrist dongle, or possibly he fell into a barbed wire fence and hasn't been able to get it off his wrist yet. Going down further, we have another unnecessary belt, because of course we do. Semi-transparent bottoms seem to be made out of the same material. We've got, like, a ragged skirt that's sort of, well, I guess belted on over the top of this translucent layer. Some nice sandals, something that would be appropriate for being around the water, being outdoors in a casual sense. I'm not as crazy about this design. I'm really not. And I think it has more to do with the art and just how busy the art is than any real issue with the outfit itself. And I really don't think that this art is well represented in the battle model either. So, moving on. Okay, La Pluma. La Pluma in a swimsuit. She seems to be going for the For the lifeguard look, don't really know if you needed to bring your ID badge down to the pool. That doesn't really seem necessary. But as far as a basic swimsuit, this is fine. You know, it's definitely not the most evocative swimwear I've ever seen. Completely appropriate for a day at the pool. It's fine. We've got this little, like, translucent jacket over the back. Very nice. She hasn't overly accessorized. I like it. This is practical and functional for its purpose, which is just to be a cute swimsuit. I like it. Good outfit. Moving on. Okay, Witch Fest. Did I review this one? I know I saw... Yes, I did. I'm pretty sure I did look at this one previously for Witch Fest. I know I looked at that one. I definitely looked at that one. I might have looked at that one. That looks familiar. I remember having a lot to say about this one. Let's see, any others that are really worth digging into or gawking over for a few minutes? I like that. I like that. I've definitely reviewed that. Oh god, boy, did it take me a while to parse this one, that's for sure. I have to say, though, I am jealous that she's got one of the Scorpion gamer chairs. Any others? That is adorable, and that all looks delicious. Oh, God, no. Okay, that's adorable. Oh, there's waifu. Ooh, that's nice. She's definitely running a dispensary. She definitely gets stuff from the dispensary. She also definitely works at the dispensary. Who's your favorite operator after a year of playing? Probably Perfumer. In terms of just actually being, like, incredibly practical. But if I had to pick one based on aesthetics, character, voice, personality... Honestly, I think I'd have to go with Jessica. It might have something to do with the fact that my wife's name is also Jessica, and I like cat girls. And when you just combine all these facts together, it makes it hard for me to get past the part that Jessica is adorable. This was such a fascinating outfit. I remember spending a good long while evaluating that one. Yeah, most of this stuff I have seen before. There's Mudrock out of her armor. I continue to insist that she should be wearing her armor if she's going to be on the battlefield. I'm sorry, what's going on in this one? Huh. That seems like a bit too much skin for playing the drums. We're just gonna move on. Oh, that's adorable. Casual Thorns, Surtur, Scotty, Beeswax. Ooh. I like that one. I like the more conservative skins more than the more ostentatious ones. And I prefer the I don't have a general preference for more revealing outfits over less revealing. Like, if all of my operators could look like they're wearing a full set of Daedric armor from Elder Scrolls, that would be my ideal. But I kind of feel like that's not going to happen. Also, dear God, how many outfits are currently active? Good Lord. Okay. No. Just no. Not for the bendy over, not for the dress flutter. No, we're moving on. Over 100? Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, there's no way I'm getting through all that one by one. Jessica's looking good, though. Alright, I think we're done there. Yeah, seriously, just put them all in Daedric armor. Oh my god, what now?
I'm just reading this book.
Oh, and there's my new friend.
I realized that Teresa once read it to me. Though even
Oh my
now,
god,
I don't
you're
know how it
talking a
ends.
lot. Okay, Amia. Girl.
Maybe it's because
Okay, you're still talking.
it's such a heartwarming story.
Oh my god. Amia, girl, I love you, but I am trying to do other things. Okay, it has been 50 minutes. Let's actually play some of the game Arknights. I do love my tea. Beautiful, lovely mint today. And I haven't done my Stronghold protocol for today yet, so let's move into it. But chat! I think it's time for chat to play Stronghold Protocol. And in this one, you just have to place them and don't have to control them mid-battle. It's perfect! So chat, you are on point. You have to tell me which of the strategies are we going to take to start this. I believe in you, chat. I believe in you. I know you can do this. I know you can make the choices that will lead us to victory. Do we have Doberman unlocked? Apparently we do not. Kirara is fun. You're going to have to tell me which one that is. I still do not know all of my operators by name just from looking at them. The second. Alright, we're taking the second, the pro gamer. Who are your tier 5 and 6 operators? What, you mean in general or for the protocol? I don't know. For general play, though, depends on the level. Alright, so give me 1 second to set this up. Okay. Okay. Alright, we need to shrink this a little bit. ABC. Nope. Let's see. That is probably about as good as we are going to get it lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. There's 2 slots for your own units in each tier. Are there? I don't know if I ever bothered setting that. Oh. Okay. Who do we have assigned? Let's see. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that you can set here. Where do I set mine? Where do I click to do that? I'm clicking on stuff and it's not doing anything. If I can swap anything there, I don't know how to do it. You suggested, though, borrow a Chongli and set him to skill 1. A Chongli. I have no idea who that is. But I'm sure... Yeah, I got no ideas. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, there they are. Alright. So, as far as 6s go, let's see. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having a Calcit. Screw it. Mudrock's always a pleasure. And then for the 6s, who am I particularly good with using? Screw it. Just grab a couple casters. Alright. That's what we're gonna do then. Alright, so we're taking number 2. We're going in. Chat, you are going to have to tell me what to buy, who to buy, where to place them, what direction to place them. So, let it begin. Chat, it's time to play Stronghold Protocol. Let me know what we should do. This one is still a little bit... There we go. Buy a pop car, put her on A4, okay? We are buying a pop car, and we are putting her on A4.
I want to stop this fight.
Alright. Well, we are out of money, so let's run our first round. The frames might be a little bit choppy. This is a desktop emulator, so, yeah, it's a little choppy at the best of times. Oh, right, and I'll need to turn off the overlay before each round. Okay, next round, move her to C7 and face right. Okay, pop cars at C7, facing right. There we go. C7 facing right. Alright, what is the next thing we are going to do? Chat, you get to make the decision. You have to tell me what to buy, what to do, and where to place people. When we run out of money and everything is placed, the round will begin. Upgrade supply level. Okay. And move pop car. Alright. So where can you tell me to put pop car? Alpha, the idea isn't hand-holding. The idea is that chat will make all of the decisions. They are not helping me win. I am merely executing the orders that they give. We need to know where to move pop car. These are the enemies that we are up against. Or you can just tell me to start the stage. That is also a perfectly valid command. Alright, already in the right position, then overlay off, let the battle begin.
Please stop, Arknights.
For the sake of this, let's move the chat. Yeah, let's move chat down here. Is there a way I can flip my face and move it over there? Whoops. Here we go. Woo! There we go. This should make the levels easier to see. Alright, so what are we picking, chat? And the one hiding behind chat is the Elite Caster set. Okay, Elite Caster set it is. Alright, give me the orders. Casters is nice. The only time I ever actually beat Stronghold Protocol, beat both of the enemy teams, was with Casters. God, that tea is so good. Buy J. Okay. We are buying J. Now, where do you want me to put J? Which is a question that would be easier to answer if I put the overlay back up. J at A4. Okay, J at A4. Alright, that gives me 2 monies left. What shall we do with the 2 remaining monies? Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Wait, is his Mana Core skill 1? No idea. Buy the gadget thingy. Okay, we bought the gadget thingy. The gadget thingy boosts defense by 25%. Equip the gadget thingy on J. Got it. Alright. Anything else we should do? Refresh. Okay, there's the refresh. We got 2 Lavos, a Gitano, and a Podenko. What squad is this, by the way? Whatever the second option was. Pro Gamer. Start the round. All right, we're going in. Get him, Pop Car. Well, that was slightly problematic, but we still win in the end. Okay, here is our next batch of enemies. Alright, chat, what are we gonna do? 5J. Got it. By Melantha. Got it.
Give me instructions.
Okay, and apparently that came with a
Awaiting your orders.
free meteor, I guess? Is that from the squad? Yes. Place Melantha at A5. Okay. Melantha at A5.
I'll do my best.
Meteor at B3.
I'll stay vigilant.
And start. Alright, we're starting.
I'll do my best.
Feel the wind.
Alright, go for it. Go, go, go. Pop Car, we believe in you. We believe in you and your chainsaw.
This is the shot.
No, Pop Car, why didn't you murder this man with your chainsaw? We believe in you.
Perfect chance.
This guy seems a little unfair. Uh-oh. But we still get him in the end.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, next up, the Sarkaz Mercenaries. We are up against the Sarkaz Mercenaries. Overlay is on. Chat. It is time for you to tell me what to do. Upgrade supply. Supply upgraded. Hello, Legion. Refresh. Relocate Pop Car to B5.
I want to stop this fight.
Alright. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Buy the gadget, okay? We are buying this. Redeployment time minus 30%. If equipped operator is a guard or specialist, this effect is doubled. So we now have a portable launcher. Equip on J. Okay. And that's it, unless you guys want me to put the other J somewhere. Nope, Alpha has ordered the start of the match. Let it begin.
The wind is blowing in the right direction.
This is the shot.
The one I worry about is that runny spear guy. Do not put other J. Got it. Alright, a perfect mission. Well done. Round 6. What strategy will we enhance? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pick one. Alright, we're taking completion route. Alright, chat. It is time for you to make your choices. How do we win the Stronghold Protocol? Buy Meteor.
Awaiting your orders.
Okay, we bought Meteor. Refresh. Okay, refreshing. I wonder if I can predict what we're about to do. Buy Meteor.
Awaiting your orders.
Alright, and we also got an Asbestos for free. Place the spell down. And here are our choices. Storm Eye, Spectre, and Touch. Get Touch. Hello, Legion. Glad to have you. So now, where are we going to place all of our new friends? Touch on A1. Okay. Asbestos on A3. Got it. Meteor on B3.
The wind is blowing in the right direction.
Oh, well, nope, B3. Thank you.
The wind is blowing
Asbestos,
in the right
go
direction.
back. Alright, that leaves us with 1 monies. Refresh. Okay. So we can freeze, we can start, or we can play a J. Starting the round. Alright, here we go. Next round.
Perfect chance.
Not bad. We've actually got Jay backed up by a healer now. Oh, hell yeah, Asbestos. With Carrara Slog, you like spending all your money as it gives you free stuff based on the money you spend. Yep. Alright, not bad. We are moving into round 7. Back on the Pathfinders. Alright. And the overlay is active. Chat, what are we doing? Buy gadget. Okay, we are buying the portable launcher. Do 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 do. Place on J. Okay. Portable launcher on J. Refresh after. Alright, here's our next pile. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. By Adriana. Okay, Adriana purchased. That is good. Good tea. Buy a Mia doll. Got it. After equipping this, gains an extra 1 funds at the start of every round. That sounds pretty good. Equip a Mia doll to touch. Alright. Touch can now touch the Mia doll. Do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Refresh. Okay, we refreshed, and we got ourselves a free silence. Place Adriana C3. Okay. C3 Adriana. Do do do. Do 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 do. Place silence on E4. Okay, silence E4 facing up, I assume. And we also now have a medic drone, if you want to place that. Or we can begin the round. Place silence drone A6. Okay. That's probably all we need to do. And we are starting. Anyone else who is here in chat right now, you're all welcome to participate in this as well.
This is the
Turn off that overlay. Okay, Melantha down. Asbestos, we need your skill. There we go. Woo. Alright, Jay is back on the battlefield.
Support incoming.
Uh-oh.
Critical hit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're having trouble. Oh no.
Support incoming.
Alright, we made it. We cleared that and we are moving on to round 8. Round 8, we're going to be back with the Sarkaz. Okay, chat, what do we do? God, I love my tea. Upgrade supply. Supply upgraded. By Adriana. Adriana bought. Ba ba ba. Boo ba ba ba. Refresh. Okay, there's the refresh. Freeze. Okay, we are freezing. Place Adriana E5. So Adriana E5 facing up. Alright, Adriana is facing up. Is that all for us, Alpha? Alright, we are starting the round.
Critical hit.
We've got some real serious power here. Not bad. Melantha is still holding in there, too.
Critical hit.
This is going really well.
No need to panic.
And the round was cleared easily. Next round, still with the Sarkaz. Ooh, okay. Time for the treasure enemy round. What are we going to do now? By Adriana. Can't say I'm surprised by that one. We got Adriana, and we got a cruise, and of course we got our free tier 5 spell. Ah, that is so good. And here are our free T5 options.
I will handle it.
We've got Ulpianus, we've got Tulip, and we've got Stormeye. Ulpianus is joining the squad.
I hear them.
Joining the squad. There we go. Refresh. All right. You're doing exceedingly well, Alpha. By silence.
Doctor, let me do it.
Silence bot. By touch. Touch bot. Do 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 do. Place Andriana E5. Okay. E5. Andriana. Yeah, we are getting a lot of abyssals. Ulpianus C5 face right. Ulpianus C5
this execution
face
is
right.
Not worth witnessing.
Okay. Do do do. Refresh. All right, there's the refresh. Freeze. Okay. And if you have no other commands, I assume you're going to have us start. Alright, here comes our round.
I'll do my best.
Treasure round. Do we get the treasure?
Your useless tricks will only make your death more miserable.
Oh, dang.
They will
Grandpa got mad.
We got 3 of them. Honestly, getting 3 of them, not terrible. In fact, it's pretty good. Alright, now we need a strategy. Alright, number 1, completion route. And overlay is back up. Buy touch. Okay, we got touch, and we also got a free Spectre, and we also got a free reserve caster. Sell reserve caster. Reserve caster sold. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Touch A2. Okay. Do 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 do. Use the free level 5. It's 2 touches and a Storm Eye. Do 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 do. Dog gets so boons. Storm Eye then. Alright. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Spectre A5. Okay, we're pulling Melantha away and putting Spectre at A5.
You are the one who woke me.
Sell Melantha.
What are your orders?
Alright, we sold a cat girl. There are no moral or ethical qualms regarding this action. Upgrade supply. Supply upgraded, and we got a free Gitano. Do 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 do. Do do do. Place a Mia doll on touch. Alright, touch now has a doll. There. And we are starting round 10. Get him, everybody! You can do this! I believe in you, Spectre! Use your pizza cutter! Ooh, nice, to be honest.
Perfect chance.
This execution.
There's no escape. Be good and don't move.
Huh. That thing is very big and scary. God, you're just walking over us.
puff up some useful information.
I agree. I also think that is an acceptable margin. We almost got this guy. Alright, the Pathfinders are down to 16. We are back onto Sarkaz for round 11. They are at 17 life points. And they are starting to bring out some real heavy units. Alright, chat. It's up to you. Can we win? Refresh. Do do. Do 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 do. I like this music. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting to that hard port. Alright, Mudrock. We are buying a Mudrock. One of the few people who's actually smart enough to put on, like, a full set of full body protective gear. Refresh. Okay, there's the refresh. The refreshes are not being especially nice to us today, are they? Buy the one-cost gadget. Alright, we are buying the Originium Solvent. When dealing damage, deals an additional 20% attack as arts damage. We have bought that. Sell Cruise and the Reserve Caster. Okay, sell Cruise and sell the Reserve Caster. Alright, we are now sitting on 7 monies. Again, anyone in chat is welcome to contribute and give orders. This is Chat Plays Stronghold Protocol. Mudrock A4. Okay, so Jay is leaving. Refresh. Okay. Ooh, I think I see a few interesting options here. Ulpianus.
I hear them.
Okay, we bought an Ulpianus, and we also got a free Mechanist. Do-do. I believe in you, chat. Refresh. It really wants to give us Storm Eyes. Also, this is the second time we've seen double lava. Do-do-do. Sell both J, okay? We are selling both of our Js. And what do we do now? Do 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 do. Put level 1 gadget on Mudrock. Okay, the level 1 gadget is going on to Mudrock. Feels good to stretch. Feels very good to stretch. Do 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 do. Storm Eye B3, okay?
I've been waiting for a while.
We are retreating Meteor and putting in Storm Eye. Do 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 do. Refresh. Okay, we are refreshing. And what do we do now? That is the question. I believe in you, chat. I believe in you. I know that you can all get through this. I know that we can work together and succeed. All we have to do is murder about 3 dozen innocent people. Possibly innocent people. Definitely not innocent people. Also, it's a simulation. So, all we have to do is pretend that we're murdering about 3 dozen people. Surely that won't be a problem, right? Refresh. Okay, refresh. Do. I know which one I would take, but that is not my decision. Do. Do. The flying gadget on Ulpi. Okay, the flying gadget is now on Ulpi. Do. Look at all our friendly little friends here. They're all so excited to help us commit murder. All in all, we've actually got a surprisingly robust team here. But we are also now entering into the parts of the protocol where we are just going to have just horrifying juggernauts of units just bashed against us over and over and over. Do. Does anyone have any suggestions that might help us survive? All right. I may have to start making my own plays here in a minute then. We'll give it another 60 seconds or so if we don't get any more chat directions. And I'll just play from that point, I guess. I kind of have my eye on this. Very, very good item. We've gotten a pretty good team put together, honestly. We've got a lot of survivability. We do have an issue with units kind of getting, like, stuck up here. Ice on Storm Eye. Okay. So we're buying the ice and we're putting it on Storm Eye. We also got a free Gitano. What else should we do? Not enough AoE, we think. Yeah, probably not Eggy. But if you can see a way out of this, please. Just give direction and maybe we can do it. Mechanist on A3. Mechanist on A3. So any other suggestions? Do. Red gadget on Mudrock, okay? Mudrock gets a red gadget. We have 1 monies left. We could potentially buy this. Or we could refresh. Okay, we refreshed. That might be about as good as we can get it for this round, unfortunately. And we are starting round 11. Here they come.
I care not for valueless ones.
They're pretty tough.
Only make your death more.
No, Spectre.
They will cough up some useful information.
No need to panic.
I think my internet might be acting up a little bit.
Devour your bones. This execution is not worth it.
Support incoming.
We're actually gonna pull it off, though. We're going to defeat this round of Sarkaz without getting anything leaking through.
No need to panic.
That's actually pretty damn impressive. Sarkaz are down to 5. Alright, now we are up against the Pathfinders. They have proven to be very challenging. So what are we going to do to deal with them? Those damnable Pathfinders. What is this thing? I don't recognize it. Enemies blocked by the equipped operator take 30% attack as art damage. Elite and enemies take twice that. Okay, supply. There we go. We have upgraded the supply. And we got a gravel out of it. Spell. And here are our tier 6s. We have a passenger, a misery, and a radian. Passenger. Okay, Passenger has joined the team. Give Passenger caster equipment. I think that's a great plan, but we have to put her on the field somewhere first. Silence E4. Okay, silence on E4.
Concentrate.
Retreat Pop Car. Okay, Pop Car is retreated. Sell Pop Car and the 2 Gitanos. Okay?
My turn.
We sold Pop Car and the 2 Gitanos. Also, overlay needs to be back on. Medical drone B5. Okay, medical drone is on B5. Passenger on C3. Do we want her facing side or do we want her facing up? Facing right or facing up? Side. Okay, so we're going to have passenger facing that way with the caster equipment. Ulpianus on A5. Okay, retreating Spectre. And putting an Ulpianus on A5.
They will cough up some useful information.
Sell gravel.
Any orders?
Oh, God, thank you so much for letting me get rid of her. She harasses me every time I pull her out of a duffel bag. Buy the one-cost gadget, okay? Attacks ignore 30% resistance. I have a feeling you're going to want that on passenger. Sell asbestos, gadget on passenger. Asbestos has been sold. The gadget is now on passenger. Refresh. Okay, there's our refresh. Refresh. Okay. The cost to gadget. The standard defensive shield. For defender operators only. When attacked, they gain 1 XP and recovers 2% max HP when there are at least 4 defenders operator. All defender operators gain this effect. Alright, we are buying that. Put on Mudrock. Alright, so which of Mudrock's equipment are we going to take off? The small shield off. Okay. And we are now going to start round 12. This one is going to be rough. Pathfinders are really, really good at breaking through defensive lines.
Who takes joy in the fall? Your wounds will be rather striking.
Come on, passenger, I believe in you. Okay, okay, we're actually doing pretty good.
Who takes joy in the fall?
We've got multiple very, very hard to block operator or enemies.
The depths will devour your bones.
Okay, Mudrock's down. Mechanist is down. Touch is down. Storm Eye down. Holy crap! Yes, passenger! That's what it's all about.
They will cough up some useful information.
honestly,
I'll heal you.
not a terrible leak.
They
I think
will
it's only
pop up
one
some
that's
useful
getting
information.
through. That is not bad.
I'll heal you.
Mission accomplished.
That went very well. Pathfinders are down to 6. The Sarkaz is their turn again. They are at 5. And oh dear God, do they have a team. Alright. Okay, chat, I believe in you. What does this do? Oh, that's an elite sniper set. Mudrock. We got Mudrock and we got Kaltzit. We got a free Kaltzit. Kaltzit replaced Stormeye. I suggest grabbing the tier 5 item. Alright, we are grabbing the tier 5 item. Resistance plus 25, defense plus 15. Operators deployed in the same row as this operator receive half this effect. We also now have that, and we also have a a monster that we could choose to deploy. Refreshing. What's that one? Oh, promotion permit. Stun grenade. Mostema. Monster replace mechanist. Okay. Monster is on the field. Refresh. Okay, there's the refresh, and we also got a free Kazemaru. Refreshing. There's another Kaltzit. A couple Melanthas. Buy the 2 gadget. They are both 2 gadgets. No, wait, buy shield. Okay, buying shield. We bought the duplicate shield. Put on Mudrock. Alright. We have 1 monies left. Sell Kazemaru and Meteor. Okay, we are selling Kazemaru and we are selling Meteor. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Refresh. Okay, there's the refresh. Do do do. Sell Mechanist. Okay. Mechanist has been sold. Buy passenger. Alright, we are buying passenger. And we got a free asbestos. Wow. What a great deal, you guys. Alright, sell Storm Eye. I mean, you know, we bought a passenger, and, you know, just for free, they decided, hey, you guys like asbestos, right? Replace passenger with Adriana. Okay. Replacing passenger with Adriana. Replace Adriana with passenger. Okay. So we'll just put Adriana back on the bench then. Do. Other passenger at B3. Ugh, God, I keep forgetting to put back up this thing. I mean C3. Okay, other passenger at C3. And are they facing up or are they facing right? Facing up or facing right? Right, okay. We've got 2 pieces of equipment on our bench and 1 more money. Ice on the dupe passenger, okay? Ice is on the passenger. And that leaves this, which is a significant defensive boost for the entire row. Level 5 dead on dupe ulti. Can you check the Scotty doll for me? Yes, I can. Equipment operator will be considered part of the Abyssal Hunter faction. Max HP plus 70% when there are at least 3 Abyssal Hunter operators on the field. All Abyssal Hunter operators gain this effect. When there are at least 6 on the field, all Abyssal Hunters deal 110% more damage to enemies with less HP than them. Check Mudrock items. Mudrock has Originium Solvent, which deals an extra 20% damage, and the standard Defender Shield, which Defender operators only when attacked, gains SP, and recovers 4% max HP, and so on. Refresh. Too late. Sorry, I already hit the refresh. Is it possibly worth swapping the solvent for the Scotty Dodd? Never mind. Alright, selling asbestos. I don't think it's entirely legal to just sell asbestos anymore, but, you know, you do what you gotta do around here. Buy the level 4 gadget, okay? Attacks ignore 30% resistance. Also, that was a dupe. Attacks ignore 50% resistance. Attacks cannot be dodged. Put on one of the passengers. Okay. Place on the passenger at C3. Got it. Alright, are we all good with this then? Are we ready to see if we can successfully take out the Sarkaz once and for all? I believe in you, chat. Go, go, Power Ranger. That sounds like a start to me. I'm actually in the midst of a Power Rangers marathon. Currently, I'm on In Space, which is Season 6.
Who takes joy in the fall?
Support incoming.
The last time I did a Power Rangers marathon, we stopped at Operation Overdrive.
Support incoming.
Which is something like Season 15 or 16 or something.
Support incoming.
Holy crap. Oh my god! That guy with the spear is a lunatic! Oh wow. Wow! We got our asses handed to us this time. Holy crap! Oh my god, that was actually insane.
Mission accomplished.
Wow. Wow. Alright, round 14. We're back on the Pathfinders. And this is what the Pathfinders are bringing today. Alright, chat, you're up. What is our strategy? What's this one? On skill activation, 50% chance to gain 20% attack. Huh. Refresh. Okay, we refreshed. Oh god, these are not good refreshes. Monster A6. What? Okay, Monster A6. Micro Accelerator. Every attacker heal gives attack speed +2 for this battle up to 30 stacks. We also got a free Pith. Do 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 do. I know you guys got this. Accelerator on E5 passenger. And move to A3. Okay. The accelerator was put on passenger, and passenger has been moved to A3. Refresh. Okay. I mean, there's a coin. And an Abysser thingy. Refresh. I see a mud rock. Is it time to upgrade mud rock? Okay, mud rock has been upgraded. We also got that, and there is mud rock's previous equipment. It should be relatively obvious what we're going to do, but I'm leaving all the choices to you, chat, because I believe in you. Mudrock back to where she was with the shield. Mudrock is back where she was, and back with the shield. Do-do-do-do-do. Spell. That's a passenger. There's also a golden glow. Passenger. Oh, sweet Jesus. That's a lot of stuff that just came up. Okay. So that happened. Passenger A3. Okay, Passenger A3 with Caster Gadget and Micro Accelerator. Okay. Passenger is now Elite back on A3 with the Micro Accelerator and the Elite Caster Gear. Playing Spell. And we've got Misery, Touch, or Tulip. Do. Touch, I guess. Okay, Touch. We've got a lot of gear that opened up. And we do have an extra spot on the board. Touch replacing Silence Groan. Replace Silence with Touch. Okay, replace Silence with Touch. Also suggested... Oh, the replacing the drone. So if we take Eggy's idea, then we would basically have this. So do we want to go with Eggy's idea with the double medics, or do we want to go with Touch down here, which was Alpha's plan? Either way, we'll refresh while we work that out. Refreshes hate us today. But we did get a Gladia for free. What's the plan? A reminder that we are up against some really serious threats. That Gladia is a mega healer for Ulbianus. Yeah, she really is.
As you wish.
Sell the bottom 3 operators and refresh.
Let me know.
Touch level 6. Replace Calcit. Okay. Calcit retreating.
Optimize your deployment.
And Touch is going there instead. Oh, he means the Touch at A2. Oh. There we go. That's why you said L6. Right. Sorry, I'd literally completely forgotten that we had a second Touch on the board. Gladia A2, okay.
Who's the
Gladia is now at A2. Remove silence.
Doctor, let me
Okay,
do it.
silence removed. We're also still going to have to figure out something to do with this equipment. Refresh. Okay. What's that one? That's Elite Defender set, huh? Calcit E6. Okay, Calcit E1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Monster, with me.
Monster A6. Refresh. Oh my god, what is with these refreshes today? Huh. Cool. We got a Doctor hologram. So if we give one of our sweet ladies some Doctor fan fiction, apparently they'll get stronger.
Doctor,
Sell silence and refresh. Who's that? Oh, Sharp. Yeah, we've been having trash refreshes for this whole run. Yep, we're at deployment limit. Cold Stone on Gladia. Okay. That leaves the Laser Sighter, where attacks ignore 50% resistance and can't be dodged. And the Originium Solvent, where when dealing damage deals an extra 20% attack as arts damage. We also still have 3 monies. Does A5 Ulpi has a free slot? Yes, A5 Ulpi does have a free slot. Alright, give them the solvent. A5 Ulpi now has a solvent. Do 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 do. Refresh. Oh my god, these refreshes. Like, just... why? I mean, seriously. These refreshes are cursed. Level 4 gadget. Alright, we're getting this one with an SP recovery rate of plus 0.25 per second. We also just got a touch. Free touch. We are now out of money. Replace level 4 touch with the dupe level 6 touch. This touch is running the extra funds doll. Is there a way to take that off? No, I meant gold touch at B5. What, did you mean replace that one? Because that's the other level 6. Is it possible to get the equipment off? Alright, so we're gonna go with the 2 level 6 touches. That still leaves me 2 pieces of equipment. The SP recovery and the attacks ignore 50% resistance. I shouldn't play auto chess before my coffee. Put the SP recovery on Kaltzit, okay.
Optimize your deployment.
Kaltzit now has higher SP recovery. Are we ready to roll? Sell touch. Okay, we have sold touch, and that does give us back our budget savvy doll. So, does someone need a cute doll? A Mia doll on one of the touches. Okay. We will give this touch the power to touch the Amiya doll. Alright, is there any other prep work we need to do? Or are we ready to attempt to defeat the Pathfinders? Refresh. Okay. There is a dupe solvent in the shop, but nothing else looks particularly promising. Okay, we are going to freeze. And with that, I assume we are ready to start. Let's do this. It is round 14. We have done a lot of prep work for this. We are up against the Pathfinders. Let's go, monster. We believe in you, monster. Oh, dear God, monster died. Holy hell, what is happening on this field? Oh my God.
They will cough up some useful information. They will cough up some useful information. The depths will devour your wounds.
Kaltzit, please, we need your skill. There we go. There's the true damage. That's my monster. That's my monster. Kick the shit out of a monster. Well, good work, monster. Oh my God, are we actually gonna have no leaks? So I believe we just took out the Pathfinders. Not only did we just take out the Pathfinders, we just easily took out the Pathfinders. Congratulations, chat! All that is left are the Sarkaz. Unfortunately, they are absolutely goddamn horrifying at this point. That is a terrifying army. Alright. So what's our plan? We can do it. Get the solvent. Okay, we got the solvent. Previously it was on Ulpianus. Do we want it back on Ulpianus? Solution on A5 Ulpianus. The solvent is back on Ulpianus. refresh time? If I had to guess. What's the other gadget? This one is the when deployed for the first time in battle, attack plus 50%, but the buff decreases whenever damage is dealt. Refresh. Okay. There's a Mudrock. We also do have the Abyssal Hunter model again. The Abyssal Hunter doll has returned. Do we want to do something with it? I have a quick question. What if Monster happened to be... Oh, okay, you can't put the gear on them. Damn. I was gonna say, if we put that on Monster, and gave Monster a passive heal, that would be insane. Yeah, Mudrock items. Mudrock is only running one item right now, and it is the standard Defender Shield. Get her the doll. Alright. The equipped operator will be considered part of the Abyssal Hunter faction. HP plus 70%. Yeah. Which means she also now gets a passive 2.5% max HP per second heal and reduction. Well, the Sea Monsters thing doesn't apply. That's an absolutely insane Mudrock. Alright, refreshing. We also got a free silence. There is an Elite Defender set. And hard tack for sale. Do 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 do.
I will handle it.
Get the hard tack. If I had to guess what you're about to say, Alpha, it would be to put it on Kaltzit. Put on Kaltzit. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
The situation?
That is going to be nuts. Refresh. Okay. Good. What is with all the refreshes? Oh my god, this is so absurd. Do 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 do. Refresh again. Wait, too late. Sorry. Yeah. I did look at the radio. I don't think it was going to be something game-changing. Drag onto the field to use. After entering the battle, all surrounding operators recover 20 SP every 10 seconds. This is destroyed at the end of the round. So we could have Kaltzit with even more SP recovery. If that is the strategy you want. Do 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 do. I cannot believe we have a passive healing Mudrock with 4,609 HP. Sell silence.
Doctor, let me do it.
Okay, we have sold silence. This is probably the best protocol round I've ever done. And mostly it's because I'm making none of the decisions myself. Oh! F5. I don't know what you mean by that. This art... Oh, I forgot F5 is something else here. I was gonna say, I didn't think we had an F5. Familiar fates are, grab Gladia. Okay, we're grabbing Gladia. And we got a free misery. Buy that spell and use it. We have already grabbed Gladia, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Is chat starting to splinter? Do we have diverging strategies? Now. There will be no fighting in my chat unless I declare a Coliseum match. What's the Duke Gladia gonna do anyway? Well, if this battle is not enough to let us win, we might be able to get another Gladia. She might have an upgraded talent. Maybe. It's not impossible. Anything else we want to do, or do we want to go into starting the match? That is the question. Actually, just go. Okay, we're going. It is round 15 against the Sarkaz. The last Sarkaz absolutely annihilated us.
Who takes joy in the fall?
Oh god, monster died immediately.
Stress will only make your death more miserable.
Watch out.
But on the other hand, Mudrock is a horrifyingly powerful tank. Hold it together, Mudrock! Come on, monster, prove that you're worthy of the name. Passenger, do your thing. Whoa, whoa! So anyway, chat, you just beat Stronghold Protocol. We win! We absolutely win! Not a single Sarkaz made it through our defenses. Congratulations, chat. Congratulations. That was amazing.
Good. That means we still have time.
Oh. That was absolutely amazing. Guys, I am so proud of you. Oh, look at that! We unlocked Doberman. Someone asked if we had Doberman. Well, now we have Doberman. We also unlocked this guy and Stormeye and a bunny. We got a bunny. We also got Gladia. We also got Ulpianus. Oh, man. And so many objectives done. Oh my god. Holy crap, guys. Look at all the missions you finished. 1,320 Stronghold credits. I am at level 44. In one game, you guys took me from, like, level 32 or something all the way up to 44. That's actually insane. My God, I am impressed. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing, you guys. That was so cool.
Welcome home, Doctor.
Wow. Your work is not over. For the sake of the stream, yes. Yes, it is. I worked very hard sitting here doing all the stuff that you guys told me to do. Yeah. Just do the thing. I am sitting on way too many golds, though. You in league with Supreme Leader Amia?
Resources received.
Sweet, I got money. As a matter of fact, it was only like this last week
Home, Doctor.
that I finally went through the main theme and completely finished Act 1. Yeah, I only got through Chapter 8, like, in this last week, and finally unlocked Amiya's, like, class-changing stuff. I'm finally ready to move into Act 2. That's gonna be a lot of fun. There's still a lot more stuff I need to do with, you know, IS-5. I still need to just sit down and finish the sand as well. And I've got so damn many side stories and intermezzies that I need to work through to build up more of my happy little yellow hexagons. Oh, man. Thank you so much, you guys.
Every emotion.
I really wanted.
She was full of love and hope.
How many side stories you did? I've completely finished Knight's Treasure. I've completely finished Surging Flame.
Came to a sudden end.
Along
with her life.
I think those are the only two I've completely cleared. So yeah, there's just a metric ton of these. In fact, I should go ahead and unlock 2 more. For some reason, I thought you dropped the... Oh, God, no. I still stay on top of this every single day. Like, not only am I still playing, I am still playing as efficiently and thoroughly as I can.
Confusion
and
sorrow.
And I continue to build up my forces.
This is what Teresa and I both wish.
As I mentioned when I started this stream,
we still have
my first Arknights video went up
on
the 8th of May of last year.
But the fire still burns.
And
Babel
I'm really glad that I got into this. It's been really fun. It's been very enjoyable.
Yes.
The community is fantastic.
Mine broke.
Yeah, this skin is
Dr.
so
Townsend
goddamn
says
beautiful.
no
It's so
material could
gorgeous.
Stand against such intense emotion. But even though
Okay, Amiya, you need to stop for a minute.
I still want
Level 93 sounds right for a year-old.
It's both
Yeah,
a
it's been a great time. And you know, I intend to keep playing it, and you know, even though I'm not like streaming it very regularly, I will get back into doing that with some more regularity. There's just been so much shit that I've had to deal with in the last like 6 months or so. It's been insane. But yeah, I'm here, I'm playing, I'm enjoying, I'm having a great time. I am constantly trying to improve my skills, And by improve my skills, what I mean is that I go into missions, I take a support Weezadel, and then I just let her blow up all the stuff that tries to charge me so that I don't have to do any real work. Which I think is definitely a form of self-improvement. But I'm really glad that I got to celebrate a year of Arknights with you guys. I'm glad that you could be here. I'm glad that you got to be a part of this. I'm glad that I got to have like a fun time having you guys guide me, because having other people guide me and suggest things is how my adventure with Arknights started. It's how I got through a lot of stuff. It's how I came to really love this game and find all sorts of characters that I now absolutely love. Like, exploiting Perfumer, that's because people told me about her when I mentioned that I liked summoners. I found out how good Mudrock is because someone suggested that I do, you know, one of the pre-built teams in IS, and I think it had a Mudrock in it, and I very quickly realized, oh, this person is absolutely broken. People on my friends list have supplied absolutely amazing support units that I've regularly used, and I owe a lot of that to you, to my viewers, and I am deeply grateful. And so thank you for being here. Thank you for celebrating a year of Arknights with me. Thank you for enduring this PNG tuber model. This is literally the first time I've ever used it. I put it together over the last couple of days, which actually took like 5-10 minutes maybe. And, you know, I wanted to bring something special to the stream today, and I think I succeeded. So, later this week, on Thursday, I will be doing a stream, my first stream of Fantasy Life I, a game that's releasing on Wednesday, and which I've been waiting for 13 years. Fantasy Life was a 3DS game, and it was one of the most interesting and unique RPGs I ever played. On Saturday, it's going to be Metroid Prime again, and on Sunday, back to the Community RPG Maker project, and yeah, I hope that the stuff I do can continue to provide entertainment for other people. And thank you so much for your participation. I think that's all the time that I have for today. And so, as always, it is time to make the sound to summon the end of the stream. Wow, 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 wow.